Guys, and welcome back to my channel. And I wanted to talk about Luis Severino, who's going up against Garrett Cole. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a preview where you can look at Severino. He only actually had 3 starts this year. And let me read the beginning of this just so I can give some context to what I'm talking about. Severino erratic for Yankees in 9-4 loss to Rangers. Arlington, Texas, AP. Luis Severino was a bit erratic, but got through some adversity in the 3rd start of the season for the New York Yankees. The next time he's on the mound for the AL East champions will be in the playoffs. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at his stats real quick. And you can see here he only pitched 2 innings. Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong. That's totally wrong because he's pitched about 13 to 15 innings this year. But basically, my point is he has not pitched many innings. And the look at him this year is not too deep. His old stats, his peak point was 2 years ago. He had a 2.98 ERA, and then last year he had a 3.5 ERA, 3.48, something like that. Let's look a closer look at Severino right here. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 bases on balls. That is a good sign right there. So they ended up losing this game 9-4. Let's look at the next game. Okay, let's go to September 29th. And I'm going to show you a case of where they were bullpenning. They ended up losing this game, as you can see, 6-1. Let's look at the New York players and go down to pitchers. And you can see here's an example of them bullpenning. Chad Green, Tanaka, Canley, Ottavino, Britton, and Chapman. As you can see, Canley had a couple earned runs, couple hits here, just in 1 inning. So this gives us a look at an example of how they do their bullpenning. Let's go ahead and look at some more stats with Severino. Okay, here's Severino's. Here's his 5-year stretch. The first 2 years he didn't pitch that much. He only really has 2 full years of experience. And there's his ERA with a 3.39 and a 2.98 2 years ago. So he actually does have a downward trend. And if you see the year before, he had a 5.83, but that's because he was only in about 11 games. But now let's go ahead and look at his whip, because his whip is going to come into play with us. But as you can see, his last start actually had a lot of bases on balls. And I think that is going to be really important today. So I'm pretty excited about him having 4 bases on balls in his last start. Okay, here's his whip. When you look at Justin Verlander, you're looking at like a .72. Garrett Cole, same .78. But you can see his whip. This year doesn't count because he only had a few innings with the 1.0. But if you look at last year's whip with a 1.14, that's kind of an interesting fact. Anyway, that was my real quick look at Luis Severino, who we're facing up against today. I'm expecting great things out of Cole. It does seem, if you look at the last 2 games of the year, both losses at Texas, with them bullpenning and Severino, it gives us a good sample set of what we're looking at today. So don't get too overwhelmed with the Game 1 loss or get too amped up about the Game 2 win, which I was amped up about it hypocritically. But let's let today's game play out. And I'm going to give you guys more feedback after the game, and let's see where everything lies after the game. Hopefully you guys really enjoy it. I know I will. And anyway, that's my video. Hopefully you liked it, and please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys after the game.